So starting on the bend, across the line. So we've got the 10 athletes plus Simon setting the pace. Looking at athletes around the 2:51 through 3:10 minute mark for their 2-lap event. So Simon will take the pace. We'll expect to see them go around about 90 seconds or thereabouts, maybe slightly faster, about 85. At the front of the field, we see Nunn and Wadding, Glenn Vernal. This stage really strung out through the early stages, tailing right back to the athletics excellence, Matthew Goodger. And the seed order is nearly reflecting how we see them on the track. So through 200 metres and about the 40-second mark. So I see them going to move through the first lap around 80 seconds for this 800 metres. Of course, we just lose them around the bend a little bit with the glare of the sun. So Simon's going to make his way through. And we'll keep an eye on the clock. So it's about the 90-second mark. Right up there with him, Connor Shung of Wendouree. Lincoln Marr now into the 3rd place, just looking to put a bit of a burst of speed on round to the belt. We've got the Collingwood athlete in behind him, Jack Sayer. Gap back to the Sandringham runner, Rob Mason. And we see the trio of Richmond Harriers runners, Kieran Dell, Brendan Dell, as well as Gareth Ward and Austin Mates. So the middle of the back straight, they're still moving quite nicely. The pace has obviously stepped off, or will step off just shortly. So you've got Lincoln Marr trying to make his way towards the front of the race. Glenn Vernal, that's not too far away from him. So I had Vernal at the front of the field. Well, Marr wasn't too far back, and we see them straighten up for the first time. The second time up the home stretch. Inside the last 100 metres, the clock, we're ticking over about the 2:20 mark. As we mentioned, the full gamut of runners through from about a 2:36 personal best up to about the 3-minute mark. So we have the home stretch. Jack Vernal's going to make his way down with Glenn Vernal at the line. 2:31. Back to Lincoln Marr. Collingwood's Jack Sayer rounds out the top 3. 2:37. Back to Connor Shug. 2:48 was his recent best. Well, that'll be a 2:31 PB. Mason at 2:45. I think he's just snuck in his season's best right there. So good to see some personal bests on the board after the first race. Our last couple of athletes just making their way in. And looks like one of the Dell boys that made their way in. Both Kieran and Brendan now in at the line, and the clock just ticking past that 3-minute mark.